All right, so here what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to complete the table for the given expression. Okay, so here's our expression. Here are all the x values we're supposed to plug into it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to plug them in. And so we'll have a 3 times a minus 2 over a 5 times a minus 2 squared plus 1. Well, that's going to be a minus 6 over. Here we have a minus 2 squared is 4 times 5 is 20 plus 1 is 21. Okay, and so that would be that. Now, it doesn't say to, but most of the time they want us to reduce our expressions and stuff. So 3 will go in here, and that'll give us a minus 2. 3 will go in here, and that will give us a 7. So a minus 2 sevenths looks to be the answer to that one. Now we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to take a 3 times a minus 1 divided by a 5 times a minus 1 squared plus 1. And so that's going to be a minus 3 over, well, that's going to be a positive 1. So it's going to be 5 plus 1, which is 6. And so that's just a negative 1 half. Okay. Now we plug in 0. Well, that one's pretty easy because we put a 0 here. That's going to be 0 in the numerator. 0 here, that's going to be 0, but we still have 1 left over. So it's going to be 0 over 1, which is just 0. Okay. Now what if we plug in 1? All right. Well, so we have 3 times 1 over, and then we have 5 times 1 squared plus 1. So here we have a 3. Here we have 5 times 1 plus 1. So that's going to be 6. So here we get a positive 1 half. And for 2, basically we're going to do the same thing, except for instead of a negative 2 here, we're going to have a positive 2. And so we should get 2 sevenths is what's going to happen. So we'll take 3 times 2 over 5 times 2 squared plus 1. So that's going to be 6 over 4 times 5 is 20 plus 1 is 21. Again, reducing that, we get 2 over 7. And so that's completing the table for this given expression. All right, so here we're supposed to find any values of the variable that make the expression undefined. Well, if you watch the first video, you know that whenever we have the denominator equal to 0, then it's undefined. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, well, 3z plus 1 equals 0. Figure out what z equals, so minus 1, minus 1. 3z equals a negative 1. Divide by 3. And so z equals negative 1/3. That's going to make the expression undefined. So that's the value to make expression undefined. Okay. So that's what we'd have for that one. So let's stop there and come back for some more.